Welcome back, Five Aces.
Hey people, Five Aces here. Now, the Ministry of Education has just informed us that there's gonna be distance learning on the menu. The second official lockdown has commenced. So let's go through some online distance learning for Company of Heroes. The only problem is there is no teacher. This is all students, including myself. We're gonna be watching our masterclass here between two highly ranked players, one of whom I know how to pronounce, and the other one I have to rely upon Google to find out the meaning of his name, let alone even pronounce it. So, spawning in with a black screen, with an impressively long black screen on the eastern perimeter of the map, as the Oberkommando West of the German forces, it is gonna be Mr. I put it into Google, and the translation it gave me back was BraveWarrior. So let's just stick with that. I guess BraveWarrior it is. It also had some proverbial meaning, like pulling the tiger's tooth or something, or taking the lion by the tooth. And the opposition is going to be Mr. VanAsten and the western perimeter, spawning as the United States forces. Opening up with rear echelon into riflemen, nothing out of the ordinary here. The good old pizza base. Yummy. Looks delicious with some great toppings, some great bunker toppings. Storm Pioneers closing the distance, up against rear and green cover, but they're easily gonna be able to take the... Oh, wait! Okay, they dropped the model, that's kind of lucky. So the rear get away unscathed for the time being, but lose a lot of health. But losing a Sturmpire model early is kind of brutal. Sturmpires are the most expensive base infantry as far as I'm aware, and they are multi-purpose. They are the Oberkommando West's building forces, they are close-range quarters combat forces, they're also the healing and repairing forces. It's really tricky too. They have to do everything at once. So if you lose models on that early on, it's kind of a big blow. And there's going to be a Kübelwagen follow-up here as well. We've talked about the Kübelwagen before. It is the lightest vehicle in the game. I think it's the only vehicle that doesn't cost any fuel whatsoever. I think that thing probably just runs on cooking oil, I guess. Alright, the riflemen getting pushed around a bit, losing one or two models and a lot of health damage on them already. So really good pushing from the Kübelwagen here. Second squad of rifles is out, and follow-up for the Oberkommando West is the Volksgrenadiere. So the thing with the Kübelwagen is, I've stated this before, but it is the only vehicle it can capture. So this is kind of serving two purposes at once, like swatting two flies with one swift movement, capping and pushing. Good hustle. Good start here for BraveWarrior, the ultimate warrior, if anyone remembers that from wrestling. That is something that I did definitely not watch when I was a younger kid, but I was mildly entertained when my brother was watching it. I was like, oh, it's so dumb that it's actually hilarious. Yeah, Sturmpires taking hold of this garrison in the middle is super annoying. Okay, now I've given it up and starting the repairs. And that forces VanAsten into the southern corner of the map, where he's trying to capture his way across to the victory points. Northern perimeter, the Sturmpires are still holding the line. Get it dropping lower though, that is gonna be a ball drop soon. And probably a retreat soon to follow. Now weapons do different damage, have different damage profiles against different ranges. And as you've seen, that the Kübelwagen strayed a bit too close to the riflemen, and I think they've what, Browning automated rifles? No, not off the get-go. Something else. Ooh, grenades very early from the Volksgrenadiere. But it's only the incendiary grenade. So it that doesn't dish out its damage instantly. That's rather just like a Molotov to deny cover. Welp. That is 11 riflemen tangling here with those Volksgrenadiere. Those guys are selling their hide dearly. Wow. Okay, here's the fallback. Yeah, that has bought a lot of time here for repairs on the... no repairs on the Kübelwagen, but captures. So pretty good. So the map... Ooh, whoa! That is a tech truck, and that is coming forward super aggressively. Not usually the case, but I think against the Americans it kind of makes sense, because they require Veterancy 1 for the anti-tank rifle grenade to come up. So there is no danger of that being dangerous anytime soon, so it's a smart move actually. They don't take much damage from small arms fire. In comes a SDKFC 221 half-track, or scout car, which is a natural follow-up. Yeah, that is a really smart play. Pushing around with a tech truck, it reveals that you're going to tech, but your opponent was aware of that anyway, right? And at the same time, it allows you to just get some pushes on the riflemen and buy time for your SDKFC to come online. Tagging has been completed here for VanAsten as well. He's up to Lieutenant, who is... Ooh, he's waiting around for the bazooka upgrade to kick in. That is gonna be like... Alright. That's the question. Oh, he's in negative cover. Yikes. Gets into regular cover here. Takes another shot. Bazooka is still following, still tracking. Down to 2 models is the Lieutenant and has to yield. So lots of damage onto this SDKFC, but it is alive. Alive and kicking. Sturmpioniere. Oh, something I've learned, by the way. Any engineer units can put away their repair equipment. You can just click the button to put it away, so they have better DPS again. And then just take it out when, if need be. Super smart. The fuel has been cut off from VanAsten, so... yeah. BraveWarrior is up to a really great start. There was some suppression of some sorts on that V-Gran squad. Yeah. Courtesy of the 50 cal machine gun that has been purchased. Fuel is about to get connected in just a second. So 3 squads of riflemen. The Lieutenant with a bazooka, which is a costly upgrade. So all the munitions early game got sunk into this. Plus a 50 cal and the rear echelon squad. Up against 3 squads of Volksgrenadiere, plus Sturmpio, SDKFC and the Kübelwagen. The Kübelwagen can be useful even in the late game, not for combat purposes, but for sneaky backline capture. Here we see the rifle grenade coming out, but this squad is gonna bleed for it. No chance of a win though. Even in negative cover. The damage on the SDKFC is good, but not that good. Oh, it can be upgraded with 15 fuel, wow. The stun grenade on the Sturmpio squad, holy cow. Stunning 2 squads. That was definitely trading up here. Kübelwagen, 1 kill only, but up to veteran C. Gains detection, okay. That is a very inconsequential upgrade in the grand scheme of things. And the VP situation thus far has been looking quite interesting. Nope, none of the players have really opted for going for those VPs early on. Ooh, the rifleman squad got away at a sliver of health. MG has to yield, courtesy of that Volksgrenadier squad in the garrison. This map, by the way, is one of those cutthroat maps. It is also imbalanced in a way, because left versus right definitely have different chances of accessing those points. And especially this church. It's super sturdy, one of the sturdiest garrisons in the game. And getting a hold of this and putting an MG inside that is just gonna be a headache for your opponent. Couple squads re-emergent here, and still the fuel is cut off and now about to be taken by BraveWarrior, so there's gonna be double fuel in the bank for BraveWarrior. That's gonna indicate a very good tank timing for the Germans. That might spell trouble for the American States forces right there. We rush up to a squad of veterans, staff veterans as well. Yeah, all the garrisons have been occupied. I think this needs to be... I don't even know if the Americans have access to a flamer, and I believe the answer is no. They have opted for a Steward though, so that's the Allied, or the... Sorry, that's the United States light tank. Not as lethal as a T-70, say, but still nothing to scoff at. Pretty good against infantry. Decent-ish. Okay, an anti-tank gun is here. Alright, a rifleman getting away through the Storm Pioneers though. Lucky they didn't get wiped. Steward is making its presence felt. Gonna start chipping away at some Volksgrenadiere. Sturmpioniere also in a bad way here. Need to yield as soon as they see the Steward. Oh, it is put on hold fire, and he's just straight up going for the SDKFC. Into the Raketenwerfer though. Oh, one more shot. I think he can get away. There's gonna be one more Raketenwerfer shot. No! Lucky. Okay. This is what happens when an immovable force meets an equal reaction here. There's the Panzer 2 Ausführung looks. So all the light vehicles have been purchased by BraveWarrior. That is something indeed. He has unlocked the entire fuel investment tech tree here of the Oberkommando. Yeah, that is pretty solid. Raketenwerfer taking some damage, but nothing too scary just yet. Rifleman could close in for a double AT nade. Double AT nade definitely snares it. I think even one would be enough. So the Raketenwerfer has taken a fair chunk of damage. Needs to get out. Alright. Panzer 2 is the only light tank that doesn't really have a main cannon. Instead it has those small auto-cannons. Makes it more lethal against infantry, but worse against tanks. So it is one of the better ones in anti-infantry combat, but worse in light tank combat. Kind of a trade-off. And if we're gonna think this arms race through, then the next step, the next logical evolution here for BraveWarrior would be what's it called? Puma. Yeah, it's obviously, like, with the Germans, all the naming conventions were just cats. We need more cats. I guess the German army were like, weeaboos. All cat girls. Good lord, that is a weird thing to imagine indeed. Imagine all those... Oh, no. Don't even want to think about it. All those high-ranking Nazis Göring with cat ears, no thank you. I mean Göring in general, no thank you. Or any Nazis in general, no thank you. But then with cat ears, that just, like creaming on top of the shit cake. But let's focus on the game here. The bazooka upgrade obviously makes the lieutenant less good at infantry combat, so... Ooh, that could be a chance that a squad wipe was gonna be a squad. Oh, RNGesus, take the wheel! Not getting the connection, that is kind of lucky. Wow. And the Panzerfaust comes through on the Steward. Yeah, indeed. Indeed. That is the entire light vehicle tech tree here for Oberkommando West completed. Whoa! You okay, buddy? That was some breakdance moves from the looks. Holy cow. Never seen that spin out before like this. That was a Beyblade move. Double 50 cal, double rear echelon as well, so he's... I feel like he's struggling to hold the line now, even with his limited arsenal. Even against this limited arsenal of the Oberkommando West. Yeah, here's the Puma. That thing scales like a monster. It is a light early game tank hunter, is not good against infantry whatsoever, but really mobile and really good against vehicles. And if that thing reaches Vet 5, it can penetrate heavy tanks. I'm not even kidding. So the longer you can keep this one alive, the better. That holds true for any unit in general, yes, but especially so for the Puma. It just scales so well if you can manage to keep it alive. Yeah, the double fuel did not bode well here for VanAsten, who is now finding himself behind by many metrics. And also the VP situation is not looking too great for him. Faust comes through, but they have to yield very soon. Puma was in the vicinity. Oh, an AT nade is being attempted, but yeah. Riflemen don't have access to URA. They haven't unlocked the tech yet that allows them to scream and run really fast. That is some special tech only accessible to the Soviets. That is Company Bureau's logic. Alright, the Puma staying a bit too long here. Ooh, almost took a Zook, but the Zook misses. No connection being found here. So a little resurgence here from the Americans, but the middle is still held. Southern perimeter is still held by the Germans. It is looking quite dire. Plus the cutoff is being taken again. Oh man, that's like the third time this game the cutoff has been taken. Lieutenant peppering the Volkskanadier squad, but to no avail. Finally, one of the VPs is going over into American possession. It's being repurposed. Ambo is just sitting back at base, just as to be expected. You can put your ambulance forward, but you're opening yourself up to a tech snipe. Uh-oh. Puma luckily missing. Would have been a fair chunk of damage. There's the Raketenwerfer. We've gone over this before. The Raketenwerfer is quite flimsy and has the worst penetration out of any anti-tank unit in the game, but it has a retreat button. And it also gains naturally access to camouflage at Veterancy 1. So it can just camo itself whenever it feels like. 10 kills for the Panzer 2. That is solid. Even one infantry kill here for the Puma. Accidentally, I guess. Some RNG has to be involved here. Okay, finally there's a 50 cal. It's facing the wrong way, but definitely turn that one around. but that gives him some much needed control here. What is this? Why are we up to triple MG 50 cal? Double I could see. Oh, that's a Vox Grenadier squad going down. But tier 4 is already completed. That's the entire tech tree. And here we've got Obersoldaten. Alright. Obersoldaten are one of the most lethal infantry units in the game. They're kind of like reverse shock troops, where they are really good at long range. They don't want to go in close, but they're like behind heavy cover and trading. They win basically any infantry engagement. And they take less suppression, they're elite infantry. So those boys, wow, he's going in deep. Ah, throwing a nade. Makes sense. Get them out of there. Ooh, lucky. Barely, just in time. Yeah, so both the 50 cals already have to yield. Yikes. What a brutal start. So BraveWarrior definitely finding his wins in the early game here. It's looking very bleak for VanAsten at the time present. Obersoldaten also going to be peppering away at the lieutenant squad. Not wiping anything though. Yes, as soon as the retreat button is pressed, lethality decreases by a lot, as you can see here. Oh, okay, the Lux and probably the Puma are going to stalk the M51 Steward down. Yeah, here's the Puma. Bit of suppression coming down onto those units. Please don't tell me he's going to get the cut off again. No, not this time around. There's an MG in the building, and it has been facing the right way.
We're losing a capture point.
Obersoldaten getting a bit low, but those also, in keeping in theme with the Oberkommando West, Obersoldaten start out kind of underwhelming for their cost, but if they get up to veterancy 3, 4, and then eventually 5, they become absolute monsters. Alright. Steward taking a bite here. Point blank engine shot. Yeah, they've got pretty cool abilities as soon as they vet up, but it's never gonna be a great combat vehicle. It's just not gonna scale into that. Here is tier 3 with the captain. So the American squad size is about to be bolstered by quite a bit. Obersoldaten back in the green cover in the building. Man, you need some sort of grenades to flush him out of there. Otherwise they're just gonna stay in trade forever. So, let's go over the commanders real quick. The Elite Armored Doctrine has been selected. Well, that makes sense. Elite Armored Doctrine for BraveWarrior, seeing as he has built pretty much every single armored vehicle in the game thus far. And it has yielded him great success. Ooh, the Lieutenant with the bazooka getting up close range to the Puma. That's gonna be at least one shot that he's gonna get off. Ah, not connecting. Not connecting. Okay, but there is a crit, courtesy of the rifle grenade. And this is gonna allow the Americans to finally advance a bit. Ooh, the Raketenwerfer turns around at the worst time. Could have gotten so much damage here. Here is the Schwerer Panzer HQ. Oof. What a clutch play. This is a smoke screen. Wow! Through the smoke screen! With an attack round, the Raketenwerfer finishes the job. What a great line of play here. Man, I gotta say, BraveWarrior is really, really looking strong. Looking to be amazing. I've looked them up on the Steam profiles, by the way. Both of these players have like prestige rank 3, so those are top tier. That is not some mid-level game here. Alright, finally the Americans able to get their boots on the ground in the southern perimeter. But the fuel cutoff is being taken again, and Vox Grenadier behind green cover. This is gonna be hard to dislodge. Captain has purchased the Browning automated rifle. Rifle package, I guess, because I think you get 2 of those. Or only one. Is it only that guy? Yeah, only one is a Browning automated. But still, makes him really a lot more potent against infantry. Okay, so finally, he can take advantage of the green cover there that has been built by the Sturmpiles, I believe, or by the Vox Grenadier. So, that's the first time in this entire game that we're seeing a double cap for the Americans. Good times, good stuff. Out comes an M1 57mm anti-tank gun, just your average AT gun here. Alright, with the help of the incendiary grenade, riflemen managed to push back the V-Grens. But that's a blob and a half. Oh, double Obersoldat. Right, let's finally get into the commander. Elite Armored Doctrine offers access to the SDKFC 221, which we've already seen go down, so But it scales in interesting ways. It scales in utility because it can provide access to the lockdown ability, which locks down a sector to make it impossible to capture as long as the SDKFC is there. It also gives you extra resource income for the time being, as long as it's locked down. Then we've got emergency repairs, which is an ability, an activated ability that any vehicle can use. It costs you a lot of munitions and immobilizes the vehicle for 15 seconds and allows it to repair any engine criticals. Super, super useful. But you have to be aware of where you pop it. Don't pop it in front of an AT gun. Panzer Commander is an upgrade that you get on Panzer IV or Panther and King Tiger, and they get more line of sight, and they can then call in coordinated artillery strikes, which is one of the coolest upgrades. It allows your tanks to be turned into makeshift artillery. Super, super useful. I've got access to the high explosive heat. Oh my goodness. They have access to heat shells. Jeez. Increased penetration and damage. That's also an activated ability, and that murders tanks. As soon as you pop this, you're gonna win a tank engagement. And then the Sturmtiger. Oh, that's the actual proper name, the Sturmmörserwagen. That makes so much more sense. 606. 38 centimeter rockets? Okay, yeah, rocket-assisted shell. Huh. We've already seen that before, we know what it does. It is a blob killer. The extra blob killer special deluxe. And VanAsten has chosen the heavy cavalry company. That is very low lieutenant here. That is one of the commanders I've seen a lot from the Americans. And it allows access to rifleman defensive structures, which is kind of self-explanatory. Riflemen can now do everything that that rear echelon can as well. You know, just build sandbags, build mines, fighting positions. Off-map smoke barrage, we've seen it in use. That is a very, very useful ability to save your tanks in a pinch. I love that. That is one of my favorite abilities. Rangers, we've seen those before as well. Infiltration units, very specialized. Double AT guns connecting onto the Panzer II, but it's attack ground, so the scatter is immense. Also, I think that's a hill. Yeah. If you shoot up a hill, the shells sometimes hit the hill, hit the inclination. Then we've got combined arms, which just allows everything to coordinate better. Just gives everything a bit more rate of fire, I believe, a bit more damage. But it's very expensive, I think a bit overpriced for what it does. And then access to the Pershing. The Pershing is a heavy tank. Now by standard, the Americans don't have access to a heavy tank. They need to have it called in via commander. Usually they have access to mediums such as the Sherman and the tank destroyers such as the Jackson. But the Pershing is a heavy tank, and it has a really cool ability, if I remember correctly. If it vets up to rank 3, it automatically lobs grenades at enemy infantry in the vicinity. That is one of the most hilarious features on a tank I've ever seen. It just casually strolls on by, struts on by, and shoots nades everywhere. Oh, always behind green cover. I think what it's trying to do here is attack around the green cover. Yep. So, down to yellow cover for you boys. Really smart though, waiting until the green cover is down and then going in. Oh! The mine has been triggered. I don't know who planted that mine. Must have been Sturmpioniere. So triple cap is established and another MG forced off the field. Man. That Panzer II. Up to Veterancy 3. Let's see. More mobility, more line of sight, more main gun accuracy and rate of fire. Cautious movement, okay. Makes it harder to detect. The rank 1 is whatever. Rank 2 and 3 are spicy, and then rank 4. Extend the range of the main gun. Oh god. And then Vet 5, suppressing fire. We've seen that one before. Suppressing fire is quite a story in and of itself. And the Panzer IV is now out as well. The entire tech tree. I think we've seen every single variety of armored vehicles. Ooh, the Panzer Commander comes out here. I just saw him pop out like a whack-a-mole. Hello, Panzer Commander. Oh, he's not included with the model. He's not. When I highlight the tank, the Panzer Commander model is not highlighted. Oh, interesting. So I guess he counts as a separate entity. Those really low captain models are just trying to capture the VP. Good luck, boys. There is a stream of Axis units heading your way. Sturm Pioneer is leading the charge. Yeah, 14 kills, look at that. Those squads are so lethal. 8 kills on the on the first squad of Obers, 8 kills on the second squad of Obers. The looks, the Puma is also trying to help out a bit. Hello, I'm the Puma, I'm helping. Just providing line of sight, I guess. Ooh, getting very low, this might be the yeah, and dropping a Browning automated as well. Yikes. Plus the MG 50 cal is in a bad position, it can't shoot over the hedges. Rifleman, yeah, picked up the bar. So an immediate fallback on all fronts. That was a very good disruption. Push into the heartlands of the enemy, piercing straight through the heart. Panzer IV is trying its best to secure the flanks, not doing much of anything right now. So upgrading it to the Panzer Commander I think doesn't have any adverse effects, but I might be wrong. How much does heat cost? 45. Yeah, that's reasonably priced. 45 munitions for an instant I win tank engagements button. But I've heard people say it's not that great. The cutoff has been taken again. The resource situation is so dire for VanAsten. Man, I didn't expect the game to go this way because VanAsten is one of those like really big names in the community, and I usually expect him to dominate any game that he's in. But damn, BraveWarrior definitely making a case against that. Some attack ground rounds here. Don't know what he's shooting at. Maybe just trying to destroy the cover, or has he seen something? Whoa, that's a lot of mines. I think that's the regular rear echelon mines, right? Man, they're always behind heavy cover. You can't trade with them. There is another commander. It's not this commander, but one. I think the elite infantry doctrine allows them access to. I think they're called Vampire, like vampire Sturmgewehre, which means that they do extra damage to. Like they've got infrared sights and allows them extra damage against units in cover. Like a flamethrower kind of, but long range. Which is pretty sick. Big old American blob is going out into the east of the map here. Yeah, even more mines. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This mine might get triggered. Whoa. Oh, there was an enemy mine. And that was really smart. BraveWarrior tried triggering the mine. Oh, that was a brilliant play, but fortunately those rear edge hit the minesweeper with them and managed to defuse it just in time. So, kind of if I'm able to deduce what's happening here. Look at this map. It is not split evenly, not even close. 26 kills on the Panzer II Lux. That has looked so impressive. Panzer IV not so much, hasn't seen too much action just yet. And triple cap reestablished. Man, look at that. Mines everywhere. This is a literal hellscape to navigate.
A capture point is under attack.
The Obers again taking up a foothold here in this little building. That's also quite sturdy. I think that, judging from the position of this, it's really hard to flank around this because like there is this side blocker here. So, and if you flank around it, you're already in range of the Sturmgewehre. So I think it might be a smart move to destroy this. Destroy it from long range with your M1 attack guns. Yeah, I would definitely like to see that being destroyed. Uh-oh. Oh wait, the minesweeper's out, so I think those mines are not triggering now. There's the 50 cal. Whoa, those M1 crew. Oh no! They're being battered and bruised by the Obersoldaten. We're now coming in for a flank to close the pocket. Get suppressed by the second 50 cal. Yeah. Thank the Maker for that second 50 cal. Otherwise that would have been a dire situation. Oh, the Major gets culled! Major not staying on the battlefield for more than 5 seconds here. Yikes! The Major is a support unit, so it hasn't really got any combat effectiveness. So it wasn't the biggest loss. But wow. That was just the Obersoldaten not taking any prisoners. Against negative cover, just popping it. M1 mortar team is now out. And here's the Pershing. That is, for a brief little moment, going to be the strongest tank in the game. But look at the fuel that has been banking up. And the manpower as well, 1,600 manpower versus like 0. Oh my goodness. 70 points. Yeah, this is gonna be brutal. This was an absolute slaughter for VanAsten. Now trying to put down some... Are those fighting positions or mines even? I don't know, it looks like mines. They're kneeling down to get it into position, must be mines.
We're losing a capture point.
Oh, getting access to the building though. That was nice. Vet 4 on the Panzer 2. Alright, let's go. Let's go. Pershing has to do some serious heavy lifting. Now one downside of the elite armored doctrine here for the Germans is that they... Ooh, not the Rangers! Ranger in danger! And gets called immediately. The Rangers... Yeah, the last 2 units that came out did not do anything. Like a shot from the Puma, up to 3 kills. 3 infantry! Who would have thought? Yeah, so one of the... Ironically, for the elite armored doctrine being an elite armored doctrine, it doesn't have access to real heavy tanks, is one of their downsides, so we're not going to be seeing a Tiger anytime soon. But I think those vehicles are more than enough. Maybe a Panther would round this out nicely. He can easily afford it right now, I don't know why he's not going for it. Trying to find the rear armor of the Pershing. Yeah, Pershing is moderately, decently well armored, but it's not the fastest vehicle, not the best armored vehicle. It's just got a little bit of everything. Oh, that was the turret lock stun round. Wait, was that just RNG? No. There it is. Aim shot. There we go. Disables the main gun. Or disables the turret rotation. Yeah, this Pershing. It's gonna take a long while to rotate here. And it's gonna eat a Panzerfaust for his trouble. Pop. Pop goes the engine. Panzer 4, however, is gonna be able to dislodge those infantry easily. In come the Sturmpioniere, no sorry, the Obersoldaten. Gonna make minced meat out of the American forces.
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture
66 VP. This game, so far, has been headed one direction and one direction only. Those double overs are gonna be such a threat, especially if they get more veterancy. Like, look, 21 kills, 12 kills, and well on their way to Vet 3. Heal themselves over time when out of combat and increased survivability. Yes, please, give me that. Weapon accuracy, weapon control under fire. Landcorp, okay, so Vet 1 is just utility. Vet 4, suppressive fire. I think we've heard that one before. Increased fitness on Vet 5. Squad can move more quickly for prolonged periods of time. I think that's the sprint ability, right? Or is it passive? I'm not sure. I never play over Commander West. Ooh. That was an ambush. No, there was no ambush snipe. The ambush got moved away. Still a chance at an ambush snipe, though. The Panzer 4 is sharking around. No fear, Panzer's here. Yeah, but I think the ambush can fight for days. Yeah, in comes the Pershing. So, that Panzer 4 is not yet Veterancy 1, so it does not have access to Blitzkrieg. Uh-oh. He's getting his other forces... Oh, Königstiger... Wait a second. I thought you don't get access to that without a Doctrine. I am completely mistaken here. That's the Königstiger. That is the heaviest of heavies. Alright, also with the Panzer Commander. Panzer Commander. Look at that boy. Just checking out the surroundings, admiring the view, and they're gonna be approaching the American base. He's got an appetite for some pizza, I guess. Is he really trying to find the ambo? Because he's not gonna kill anything here. Bases are very sturdy, even to a Königstiger. I hate this running joke that the Germans played with regards to their tank naming conventions. So we've got every cat-based. I think every cat-based animal has been exhausted at that point, right? We've got a lynx. We've got maybe a jackal. Jackal would still be free. Okay, there's another AT gun. We're up to 3 M1s. Oh, never feels good if you're forced into taking all of those M1s with you. Oh, there is some sort of artillery barrage. Ah, that is the one from the tank commander, I believe. Yep. Coordinated barrage. looking quite decent. Rifleman, ooh, very low, but nice smoke off. That is one of the biggest perks of this commander, the smoke barrage. Is so useful. Pershing is feeling very brave here. Showing its rear. Hello. In goes the Puma as well, but dies. The Puma died to the AAA guns here. So that was no big surprise here, but he came close to finishing off the Pershing, and I think that would have been the turning point. Not the turning point, like the game over. The game over screen is what I'm trying to say. Rear echelon, fortunately one of them has the hazard removal package, so that it increases the repair speed. The Ambo is scrambling to find a safe spot here. Please let me get in my safe space. Please. At least can heal from the... Oh, you can reinforce from that, I forgot. I never bring it to the front lines because it dies so easily. But that is a very smart move. He's got nothing to lose, right? The Tiger didn't do much yet, but it is definitely the scariest out of all those Axis tanks. Building is destroyed. Did it kill a bunker? No, it did kill the company command post. I actually don't know how that works. I don't know if that now denies access to some tech for the allied player. If anyone knows, please fill me in. Or if you're an American player, so if you're watching this, please fill us in on how that works. If you lose your company command post, what consequences does that have? I thought that would take longer to finish off. Yikes. Maybe it just needs to be repaired by the re-resh. Ah, Obersoldaten behind heavy cover twice. Yeah, you're not gonna win infantry engagements with that. Oh wow, cover got destroyed here. So the retreat has been sounded, but those overs. Down to 25 points. Ouch. Just been a battering here. The coordinated barrage whiffs completely, but it's only 45 munitions, right? No, 80. 80 munitions. So no more munis here. M2 up to 12 kills. Wow, that was a shot and a half. I was about to say 2. Oh wow, the grenades unlock veterancy 2. Alright. Grenade time! Love those grens. Ever seen a grenade launcher tank? Man, that rocket launcher is in the perfect position. Able to sink its teeth into the Pershing, and I think the Pershing is going down. Main gun destroyed. Panzer 4 on the chase. One more shot to finish it off. Yep. Down she goes. That's all she wrote. Oh no, can take the Ambo out as well. Yeah. What a field day for the Panzer 4. Is he gonna be able to exfiltrate? No way. The American forces in disarray. 20 points remaining. It's looking very, very bleak. Not even gonna lie here. There's only 50 cal that can't scratch the paint off the P4. So yeah, P4 gets away scot-free. And that is the midline being secured by the Obers again. AAA T-guns, they're just so slow. They can get out-rotated real quickly by mobile infantry units, or by mobile tanks like the P4. As evidenced previously. Okay, might take a shot here. Bouncing off the armor. Ober's now taking a beating. AT gun getting a bit lower, but it's in green cover. That's pretty good. Okay, the Obers definitely can't hold the ground here, but you see that they are not taking as much damage as you would expect. Uh-oh. Very low rifleman squad. Browning get transferred over to the rear echelon. I think engineer units have the tag that they're worse with elite weapons, so it's not that great on them. M1 trying to road. Wait a sec. Oh my goodness! I missed the King Tiger being wiped. What? 1 minute. I'm seeing the... Must have triggered a mine and then ran into the AT guns. Huh. Well, that changes things. I usually am good at multitasking, not missing wipes, but yikes. There was a King Tiger wipe. Let's check the AT guns. No kill on that, no kill on that one. Where's the third one? Must have been this one. Huh. Alright, so Pershing traded for a King Tiger and a Panzer II Lux and a Puma. At the end of the day, definitely favoring the Allies, but he had some nice luck this game. Not willing to comment on that because I don't know enough about balance. I will definitely say that the King Tiger going down was kind of surprising. I haven't seen too many crazy RNG shots though. Ah, okay, that the main gun on the Pershing got crit. Well, that tends to happen. I feel like that's part of the course that at least once per game, your main gun on the tank gets crit. I feel that's part of the course.
10 points, damn it!
But 10 points, but... Oh, wow, what a shot here. I mean, that was lucky. Ooh, P4 needs to yield. Well, there is another King Tiger. Scratch that. Can he hold out on 10 tickets? I don't believe so. I mean, there is always a chance. Company of Heroes 2 is a game of comebacks, if nothing else. And the army has been depleted a lot. There is a Sturmplio squad. Also, the Mechanized Regiment HQ has access to repair pioneers, which is super useful, so you don't need to expend your Sturmplios to send them somewhere to do your dirty work for you. Königstiger back out on the field. This time it's the rear edge behind heavy cover. Honestly, I think having the church secured would have been a good move. This can get destroyed now. It is well within range towards being destroyed. And the fuel is there for VanAsten to call in another Pershing. It's just the manpower. 30 manpower. Double AT guns. I was about to say triple AT guns, but nope. Okay, the Königs... Whoa, that mine was nice. Königstiger staying... Oh, wow. Taking down 2 of the 3 AT guns. It is starting to look very, very over. Oh, a vortex sucks in all the debris here. That is definitely a little buggy. Oh, double AT guns get taken out. Only 1 remaining. Yeah. The Königstiger has such great frontal armor. You can't really dent it with regular AT guns. That's why I really dislike them against heavy tanks. Out comes another Pershing. Oh, right into the VET-5 Raketenwerfer, into a Panzerfaust. That is the worst of times here for that Pershing. Literally out on the field for half a second. Oh no. Sync error detected. That is definitely, if not a rage quit, then definitely someone dropping from the game in a very rapid fashion. Okay. Honestly, what I have to say, I feel like there was an over-reliance on team weapons here. You can upgrade your rear echelon with bazookas. That would have been an option. Wait, you can't with this commander? Huh. Okay, maybe I'm just wrong. So AT guns are decent, but the lack of a Jackson really was what sealed the deal, because it allowed BraveWarrior to get away with all his vehicle shenanigans. Didn't have to build much infantry except for the 2 stellar squad of Obersoldaten, like a combined, let's see, 33. Oh wait, that's a new squad then, 6 only. The other one had well over 40. So combined almost 80 kills on the Obersoldaten combined. That just depleted the American infantry roster, and the over-reliance on team weapons, especially triple 50 cal, didn't do enough to secure the flanks. Like, look at this. 2 MG teams sitting here. That isn't gonna help you much. Yeah, but great game for both. And really, really brutal. Too bad I missed the wipe on the King Tiger, because it's not every day we get to see one of the big cats die. VET-5 Raketenwerfer. Increased mobility. Increased combat effectiveness. Camouflage. Each rank of veterans can increase the combat effectiveness, okay. First strike out of camouflage increases armor penetration and damage. Combat expertise allows increased weapon targeting and rate of fire, yeah. Just VET-5, it makes it a monster. This was a masterclass on how to cut your opponent off the resources early on and just translate that into the mid and late game. And a pivotal role was played by this garrison here. This house has constantly been occupied by the Germans, and there was just no way for VanAsten to push through. So really, really impressive play. But VanAsten is one of the top dogs, so this means that BraveWarrior is definitely playing in the upper echelon here. what an enjoyable game. Let's go into the statistics to drown out that terrible motor sound being stuck. What a game. Well over an hour again. That kind of seems to be a theme for 1v1s that I'm casting. They tend to not be any shorter than like 55 minutes. Well, at least it makes the finish exciting. Alrighty, let's see where this is gonna lead us. I'm definitely leaning towards believing that the Obers carried the infantry engagements. And no value being gained from the King Tiger, by the way. Come on, fire up the statistics. There we go. AT launcher being the most valuable unit in the game. Panzer 2 looks team killer. Okay. Yeah, 54 kills on the first squad of Obers. Jeez Louise. Damage actually lower for BraveWarrior. Look at that efficiency. Oh, brutal. 3600% casually on the Raketenwerfer. The Königstiger was not very good actually. The Puma was really good until it ran into 3 AT guns. The SDKFC and the Kübelwagen, yeah, were okay. Yeah, but the Panzer 2 was insane. Panzer 4 was okay. What a game. So, subscribe for more Company of Heroes 2 and Open Array content. More to come in the future. And next week we're going to dedicate ourselves towards the RA Team League, where there's going to be a finals between 2 very high-ranked teams. Until then, thank you for watching. See you next time. 5 Aces, out.